Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Now in today's video, we are going to be going over how to build a very basic sugarcane farm, because you guys may probably know that sugarcane farms, as far as the zero-take capabilities, are going to be going away very soon in the 1.16 Nether update. So if you guys need to have a sugarcane farm, or even some of the other more common farms like cactus farm for either dye or whatnot, then definitely stick around on this channel, because I'm going to be bringing you guys some things that are going to be compatible with 1.16, because everybody's going to want to update to that, and unfortunately we're just going to have to get used to the new way of doing things. So I've come up with this farm over here, and it's a very simple design. It's a little bit of expensive just because you do have piston and an observer per slice, and each slice is basically just a block big. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what ingredients you guys need per slice here in just a moment. And then we have our unloading system right here. Now, I am going to come up with a couple different designs, and that way you guys can go ahead and use whichever you guys prefer. So if you guys don't necessarily like this design, or maybe you find it too expensive, then definitely check out some of my more future videos, and I'm going to be building a couple different versions of this sugarcane farm. But this one's very simple, very basic, and it will get you guys a decent amount of sugarcane farm. Obviously, nowhere anywhere close to what the zero ticks can produce, but that's kind of the reason why zero ticks are going away, because the farms were so small and compact that we just needed that change. So let's just take a look at this thing, and then we're going to take a look at the chest over there for the ingredients that we need. But basically, you guys should be able to see everything that you need, but we're going to go ahead and design a step-by-step working system of this sugarcane farm. All right, let's take a look at the chest. This is what you're going to need basically per slice right in these areas right here. So you will need a few pieces of stone or whatever building block you need per slice. You will need a rail per slice, sugarcane, a water source, redstone, dust, dirt. Do not use sand in this system. You'll need a lever, not per slice. The glass is actually more per slice. Actually, you'll need 3 of them. That's just how it goes. And then the levers would be every so often. You could use redstone blocks or whatever you want to do with those instead of levers. If you don't want to use levers, you will need pistons and observers per slice of each of this farm. And you can make this as long as you guys would want. If you guys want to make it 50 blocks long, go for it. Have fun. Make it as big as you guys would really like. Now, on top of these materials per slice, you will need a minecart with a hopper, or a hopper minecart. You could potentially need some regular rails and some more powered rails. And then we have our unloading system. You guys could choose to build this one, which is kind of a unique design that I actually just kind of came up with. I'm going to show you guys this one here in just a moment. But if you want to build the unloading system that we're going to be building here later, these are the ingredients that you guys will need. You'll need just a chest, 1 hopper, you'll need 1 comparator, 1 powered rail, block of redstone, 1 or 3. This should only be 1 torch. I don't know why there's 3 in there. Just 1, a sticky piston, and 3 pieces of building materials, stone, or whatever you guys would like. And then, of course, the hopper. All right, we're going to break this chest, grab up all of our ingredients, make sure that we have what we need in our hands when we're building this thing first, like so. Perfect. That's what we should need. All right, so the first thing that we're actually going to do is place down our rails. Now, you can make the farm as big as you guys would like. So we'll just go with that for the time being. And then on top of the rails, you're just going to go ahead and place your dirt. Now, the nice thing is you can actually look down and face the rails, because it's actually going to go ahead and place it right on top of it. Perfectly fine. At the end, you're going to want to go ahead and put a block so that it goes back. Now, you have a couple different ways that you guys can do this. If you guys want to come down a little bit, this is where you guys can go ahead and use your lever that you'll need, and then you can power it this way, making sure that all of the rails are covered. And then wherever it stops down here, just do the same thing down here. Perfect. Now that that's kind of out of the way, you're going to go ahead and grab your building block, and you're going to line the back so that the rails don't get hit by the water that we're going to be basically putting down. And then you want to surround that with another layer of whatever building block that you want to use. If you want to use dirt, have at it. It's up to you. And then let's use our water bucket here. And then we're going to fill all this in with water. Perfect. And then on top of that, you're going to want to go ahead and put another layer of whatever you want. You can put dirt, stone, whatever. Doesn't really matter what you guys use. Now at this point in time, you can actually place down our sugar cane on each of those dirt blocks. Perfect. Now on the front of those, the blocks right here that you just got done placing, facing towards the sugar cane, you want to go ahead and put your regular pistons, making sure that they're each facing this direction. Perfect. And then you want to come around to the back side, and on the back of each of those pistons, you want to go ahead and place just a stone block or whatever building material that you would like to use. Smooth stone, whatever, doesn't matter. On top of those, you're going to want to go ahead and put redstone dust. And then at this point, you want to grab your observers and face them in this direction like so. So you got the non-face facing towards you. And the face is actually facing towards the sugarcane. Now this is where the glass blocks will come into play. You're actually going to go ahead and place those up. You don't need the bottom one. And then you can do the same thing on this side. And then you're going to want to go 3 high just to make sure that it doesn't go over the top of it by any means. We're going to put 3 on that side just like that. And then we can fill all this in with glass just like so. And there we are. Now, if you want to mimic it on the other side and actually have it wrap around, you could actually do the same thing and then just repeat the same pattern on this side with the dirt. But that's really all that you would have to do if you want to have it like wrap around and then have a minecart just going to go back and forth. Otherwise, for the most part, the sugarcane farm is actually all complete. Now, the only thing that we really have to do is we have to get our minecart in there so that when the sugarcane does grow, we can actually go ahead and collect it. I love using hopper minecarts in a lot of my builds, so a lot of them will be using minecarts. So if you guys don't like minecarts, then sorry about that. That's just what I prefer to use. You could use hoppers. However, hoppers wouldn't even collect this just because it's a full block and hoppers can't pull through a full block. So this is why we have to use the hopper minecart, which is, honestly, it's your friend. Get used to it and love it. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and extend this out, say, to like here. We're going to go ahead and place our chest right here at the very end. And then let's go ahead and grab our hopper and go ahead and place that into the chest just like that. And then we want our rail to go on top of that as well. Now, I do see that we got a little bit of a problem here. So I'm going to go ahead and power this right here. And then go ahead and place another one there. We need to make sure that this one is powered all the time. And then at this point in time, what you want to do is grab your stone and you're going to build up right off of that rail there. And then facing away from this hopper, you're going to go ahead and grab your comparator just in normal mode. And you're going to place a building block down right there. And then a redstone torch on the top with a block on the top of that. And then on top of this block facing this direction towards the rail, you're going to grab your sticky piston. You'll also need your redstone block there. It's going to fire right away. And then you're going to want to grab your fence gate that we have here. And that's going to go on the slant. And then the redstone block is going to go on the top of that. And it's also attached to the sticky piston. So what's going to happen is when the minecart basically comes up and it has something, it's going to basically power this. It will depower this redstone torch, which will actually retract the sticky piston and close this fence gate, locking this hopper minecart into place so that it can't go anywhere. Now, if you want to have an on and off mechanism, all you actually have to do is do this here with the lever, and then you can actually see what happens, and this would be mimicking what it would be like with the hopper minecart. Now, at this point in time, all you have to do is go and throw the hopper minecart into the system, and it's going to just rest there until you turn the system on, and then it's going to go down that little bit of a slant. That's why we have the slant at the very beginning, and it's going to send it all the way down however far you want it to go and how big your farm is. And like I said, you can definitely do this on the other side and make it repeatable. It's very, very, very simple to do. And then you would just have your you know, your rails basically facing on this side as well. It's pretty easy to do and self-explanatory, but let's go ahead and ramp up our random game speed tick to say 500. That way we can actually see this thing grow a little bit, and that way we can actually see what the system actually looks like. Then as soon as one of those grows 3 high, it will send a system all the way down. And there we go. And now it's actually going to be unloading when it comes back. It picked up all the sugarcane. Now that it's actually detecting that there's something inside of this hopper, it's actually powering it, depowering the torch, retracting this, and then once this is empty, it will open up the fence gate again and send the hopper minecart back down the system. We can actually go ahead and change this back to normal speed now. Same thing. It's detecting that there's something inside this hopper, turning everything off, and depowering that piston. And then once this is completely loaded, unloaded, it will push it forward again and send it off. And then there is our sugarcane. And you could actually have this sent wherever you want. You could have it being pushed into a water stream. You could have it into the storage system just right here. It's completely up to you. The possibilities are completely infinite in what you guys would really prefer to do with the addition or the ending of this farm. But it is very, very basic. Whenever you're ready to leave the area, all you have to do is grab your lever and go ahead and power it off, and then the hopper minecart will basically come down here and stay right in place until it's ready to go again. And that's all that you need to do. Honestly, it's very, very simple, and you can see that we have a little bit of loss here on the top. So if you want to prevent that, what you do is actually just extend whatever building material block around across the top of the sugarcane, just like that. Easy peasy, super simple. Honestly, I don't think there could be a simpler sugarcane farm out there. It is a little bit more resource intensive just because you have to have a piston and an observer per slice that you want this to go in. But like I said, I will be having some other ones if you guys have access to other materials coming very, very, very soon. But if you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And definitely look forward to more Minecraft tutorial videos coming out very, very, very soon. And I also have some Minecraft Let's Plays on the SMP server that I'm a part of if you guys want to take a look at some of those as well. But anyway, you guys know what to do if you guys enjoyed, but until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.